I recently got some feedback from a subscriber that he wasn't a big fan of my sign-on, so let's try a couple other things out. Hey there, life hackers and can-doers. No. Hey there, life hackers and do-it-myselfers. It's Walker with DIWHY.LIFE, and in this episode, we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Revel Kit electric skateboard system. And we're going to be hooking it up to this pretty sweet Pabst Blue Ribbon skateboard I recently got off Amazon. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Wolf MTB. I recently shot a video with the owner, Mitch. We did an unboxing of a mountain bike, and that video can be found here when it's done editing. And check out wolfmtb.com or them on Instagram. They do some pretty cool stuff with mountain bike gear. All right, let's get started. Revel Kit. This is pretty much how it shows up. It's a pretty good sized box. Got some nice graphics on the exterior. Open this bad boy up. See that? The road is your playground. You have to say it in the movie voice or else it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay, welcome to the club, kids. I like that. I like how it's got some hype text going on there, and it's very well packaged in this amazing styrofoam, which we're all fans of. We love to hate, but hate to love. The user guide here comes, let's just skip that for now because we hate looking at user guides. What we want to get to is the meat and potatoes, which happens to be this bad boy right here. Oh yeah. There's the system itself. Thing looks to be good. And we've got a power block for charging, I'm assuming. And it even comes with a front truck. So, and some nice wheels. Those are some nice large diameter wheels. Should have some nice grip on the road. Let's see what else we got in here. It comes with some other wheel adapters for different types of longboard wheels. Comes with a rubber riser to pull those trucks away from the board a little bit. Comes with a little baggie of hardware to get it all connected. I would have to say this is a charging plate. Yeah, because it has a plug there. So you could charge if you had another battery, you could charge them simultaneously. We got some more cords, cables. Oh, check it out. It also comes with a skate key. That's a really, really nice little ad right there. I'm glad they did that. That's pretty neat. I'm a big fan of skate keys. And a remote, of course, to control the unit. And here is the battery. Let's see, and another little wrench. That's nice. So you basically have everything you need except the deck. Excluding the deck, you have everything you need to start riding. So before we start assembling this thing together, I'm gonna get this battery charging so we can ride this thing sooner than later. And I'm gonna start charging this guy too. Don't forget to charge this. So let's do that. Now normally you'll probably be charging the battery in the kit itself on a day-to-day basis. But if you have more than one battery, or like right now, where I want to be charging the battery and putting the unit on a different skateboard, they include this little dock, which I believe you can just plug in right here and start charging. Another interesting little feature that I found, which is an excellent addition to this system, is if you pull this rubber lid, this little rubber door off, there's a USB port right here. Can you see that? There's a little USB port, which is a great place to conveniently charge your remote. So real smart thinking on the part of Revel there. Just making it super convenient and easy to charge your controller up. Boom, and there it goes, it's charging. So let's get all of this charging up. All I gotta do actually is plug this into here, like so, and then plug this into here, like that. And I believe there's a light. Yes, there's a red light here on the box indicating that it's the charge indicator. So let's move that off to the side for now, and let's get started installing the Revel Kit on this super awesome Pabst PBR Blue Ribbon, just in time for the 4th of July, kids. Found this bad boy on Amazon and instantly had to have it. It's got graphics on the top and bottom. It's got like a sand type grip tape, which is really cool because you can see through it. I actually did a video on how to do this technique of grip tape, so check out that video in the corner up there. And the coolest thing though is that it actually has a bottle opener installed in the bottom of the deck. So you can basically crack open Pabst as you're cruising around on the skateboard. Not recommended, I don't think, but it's pretty funny that it's actually there. And we'll put that to good use at the end of this video, at the end screen. So keep watching, and I've got some treats for you at the end there. So stick around and check that out. All right, so if you've ever put together a skateboard, if you've ever put trucks on a board, this is pretty much the same process. You've got 4 bolts in the back, 4 bolts in the front. You've got a nice rubber riser here to give you some padding. It's pretty straightforward. So I'll go ahead and just start installing that right now. All right, the skate key. So this thing comes with the skate key, which is actually pretty cool. I like that. Skate keys are great. They have everything you need to make it happen. They have a screwdriver and they have a socket type system. And what you do is basically put the screwdriver in and crank it with this hand, or you put this in and crank it with that hand. Either way, it gets the job done. And it's all nice and handy and convenient in this fun little T kind of design. So skate keys, yay. I've always been told that it's a good idea when you tighten the bolts to tighten them in like an X pattern. So you tighten this one till it's kind of tight, then you tighten that one till it's kind of tight, then you tighten this one till it's kind of tight, that one till it's kind of tight, and you go back the same direction, the same order, and then you really tighten this one, that one, that one, and that one. I always do like an X pattern. Now, if you'll notice, because none of the bolts are tightened down, it tends to want to skew on you. So I wouldn't recommend tightening it down when it's in this position. So let's go ahead and lay it flat, and I'll hang it off the table here so I can make sure it's installed straight. Just like that. Now, most skateboards, you know, I've been skating for 25, 30 years, and usually, you know, my instinct is to install the hanger this direction with the bolt going this way, but these are like longboard type trucks, so we flip the thing around like that. You know, as you're doing this, you're probably going to think to yourself, you know, a power drill or a power driver is probably a much faster way to do this. Whoops. And while you're right, power tools are a lot faster. I have found that they really strip your hardware quite easily and make the whole thing really tough to get off. So I would caution against using power tools just because you run the risk of stripping your hardware, and that is just a nightmare because then you gotta drill through the screws and almost destroy your stuff to get the thing off. So it's tempting, but avoid it. And that's good. Just make sure the system is nice and snug on the board. It's got this rubber pad between the drive unit and the skateboard to help it, stay put. And it also is like a shock absorber, so it doesn't make any noise or vibrate or anything. So that rubber pad is quite nice. So let's go ahead and take our battery off the charger and our remote and slide this bad boy into position. Oh, wrong direction. Make sure it's in the right direction. Something to notice, this skateboard is just big enough to get the battery on and off. If your skateboard is any smaller than this, you're going to have to install the Revel Kit with the battery already in place. Otherwise, it won't clear the front truck here. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. This one just barely clears. All right, so push it back until you should hear a nice click like that, letting you know that the battery is now in place. And always wear your strap on the remote so you don't drop that bad boy. The power button is right here. I don't know if you can see that in the video. The charge port is on one side. It's got a little rubber door you open up, and that's how you can charge it on that side. And on the other side is the power button. The power button you press and hold, and then the power light comes on. And when you turn it off, you gotta press and hold, and then it'll turn itself off. So I'm turning on the remote now by pressing and holding the middle button. So yeah. Unit seems fully functional, seems good to go. So let's take this thing outside and put some wear and tear on it. That's about all the time I have for this episode. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Thanks for hanging around to the end of the video. Now here's a little BTS behind the scenes factoid. When I opened the bottle of PBR on the skateboard, it wasn't actually a bottle of PBR, it was a bottle of Coors Light. I couldn't find a bottle of Pabst Blue Ribbon anywhere, so I ended up getting a bottle of Coors Light and a can of PBR. I cut the can and taped it to the bottle, and voila, a bottle of PBR.